So I'm here with the new student government president, Katie Herring. Thanks for joining me today, Katie.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, you've only been the president a couple of weeks, so have you been adjusting to your new role? What kind of things you've been doing to prepare for next semester?
Well, I've been talking to different students ever since people found out that I'm president. All of a sudden, they would like to air their concerns with me. So that's a lot of what I've been doing. Mostly just looking at the sort of committee responsibilities I'll have next year. I'll be on administrative council, budget review, and all those sorts of things. So I'm just kind of learning what all of that means. And mostly trying to get things set up to be fine for summer before I leave for 3 months. So really just kind of doing all the transitional stuff right now.
What kind of concerns are the students coming to you with? Is it stuff that you can control, or they come to stuff with like, oh, hey, what's with the weather? Can you fix that?
It's a lot of stuff right now about budget, which unfortunately I don't know a lot about since I haven't sat on budget review this year. But it's a lot of stuff about, hey, I hear that my program's getting additional fees. Hey, I hear that my program might get cut. Do you know anything about that? So it's a lot of stuff that, yes, I sort of have an impact on, but also not really. We do have 3 students that sit on budget review and help make those decisions, but I don't know how involved I'll personally be in that process at this point. So,
what are some of the things you plan on accomplishing next semester as president?
Mostly I really want to be available to students so that they can ask me questions like that, and so that they know who to contact when they have concerns about their program or school food or those sorts of things. And I'm also really looking forward to working with Senate and seeing what ideas they have and sort of what things that they would like to bring to light. As many people know, I care a lot about campus community and making students feel connected to Southeast. But outside of that, I'm really looking forward to talking to my members of Senate and seeing kind of what they come up with in committees.
I got my next question. Oh, that's right. The last meeting of student government, there was, or maybe second to last, I think, there was a big proposal for the student planners, how student government's going to be taking on the responsibilities of printing those. How is that going to affect the budget for next semester? Because that was like an $11,000 proposal.
Well, our budget that money is coming out of carry forward money that we have from previous years that we didn't spend. So it's really not impacting our item by item budget because it's part of a fund that we don't really build into our budget. It's kind of a rainy day fund. So in that respect, it won't really affect our budget. But next year is kind of the year to see if planners are really something students are willing to buy or not, and if it's a good investment or not. So it's kind of our trial and error year. But Campus Life and Event Services will still be putting those together. We trust their planner making abilities and all those sorts of things. So I'm looking forward to see how that turns out.
Okay, now you ran unopposed this semester. What was that like, and how have people responded to that?
It was interesting. It was strange because I didn't really need to sell myself to people. A lot of people knew me from before when I ran. And I'm an RA, I'm involved on campus, so I already knew a lot of students, so I don't think, it wasn't like I was just some random kid coming out of nowhere, unlike last year. But the difference is, since I didn't have to prove myself in order to be voted in, now is the time that I have to prove myself, because there was no one running against me. And if I screw it up, like, it doesn't, I don't know, the fallout is greater because it's not like they've really been had a choice, which sounds bad, but, so no, this would be, I mean, right now is when I really have to prove myself and prove that I'm supposed to be doing this job, and it's not just a fluke, and it's not just something that happened.
Thank you for your time, Katie.